this is Summer from Summer's Tips and Stitches, and today I was going to talk to you about Yarn Bee's Sugarwheel. This is a multicolored cake that you can get from Hobby Lobby. They are marked $6.99. I've seen them on sale for $4.99, and today I got the $6.99 price, and I used their online 40% coupon, so I got this. I think the receipt said $4.19. So I think it's very comparable in price to the Mandela, the sugar cakes, a little more expensive, or the Karen cakes, pardon me, a little more expensive than the sweet rolls. This is an acrylic yarn, 100% acrylic. This colorway is called Peppermint to Bee, and I really like this one. It's 355 yards. It's a worsted weight yarn that they recommend using a 5mm hook. So that is the basics of the yarn. I will say, when I talk about the feel of the yarn, it's not as soft as a Karen cake or maybe a sweet roll, but it's definitely, I would say, comparable in texture to a Bernat Pop, but there's definitely more yardage in the Sugarwheel than the Bernat Pop, and so it's kind of the same feeling of lack of softness, I should say, as a Bernat Pop, but the difference between this and the Bernat Pop is that it's a tighter spun yarn than the Bernat Pop. Up until now, I've had a couple and I haven't really loved them. I made like a baby blanket with one of them, and then I had this colorway already in here, and I'm sure many of you other crocheters have seen in other groups, there's this really cute pillow that has this giant flower on it. It's called the Never-Ending Flower pillow. And I thought, you know what? Today's the day I'm going to start one of those. So I started my flower with this, and I used up that first cake I had. After I'm done talking about my pillow construction, I'm going to talk to you about the pattern. So this is as big as the flower is going to be. It has 9 rows out. And then I'm doing the back, whoops, I'm all caught up in my yarn winder. I'm doing the front and back panel in corner to corner. Now originally I thought I would do granny square pattern and have it so that it was more circular, but I already gotten this far, as far as the dark blue, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep it like this. I had to go buy another cake. So out of one cake I got a full flower and then up to the dark blue. So I had to go get a new cake, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna review this and then I'm going to finish my pillow. And so in another video, I will show you the finished pillow. I will say I really love the Sugarwheel for a pillow. It's a stiffer yarn. I think it's going to be sturdier, and it will hold up to, being on the couch, and maybe even, I don't know if any of you have kids, but my kids are constantly throwing the throw pillows. I suppose they're called throw pillows, right? They're constantly throwing the throw pillows everywhere around the house. So I think this is sturdier compared to like a Karen cake, or I made a couple pillows with Karen's Simply Soft to go with my bed, and maybe someday I'll show you that. I have a king size bed, and I made a bunch of throw pillows to go with it. And they just kind of started to pill a little bit, and the yarn started stretching. And so I'm using the 5mm hook, and I'm going very tight with the tension, because I want this to be, I feel like it's going to be a pretty sturdy pillow, and it's going to be beautiful. So that is my review of the Yarn Bee Sugarwheel. Now I kind of wanted to mention a little bit about this Never-Ending Flower. I'll put a link in the description to the pattern that I found online, and I want to say the gal is Monkey Crochet or something like that. And she's the one that came up with the Never-Ending Flower, and she put it on a purse. And what she did then was, I think she only has it on her pattern is 6 rows, and she labels it round 1, petal 1, round 2, petal 2. So first you do the back round, and then you do the row of petals, and then you do your next round, and then you do another row of petals. And what she says in the pattern is that she never even made the Never-Ending Flower pillow. She just made this big flower to be put on a purse, and somebody did that combination for her. They put the Never-Ending Flower, they made it bigger, they put it on a pillow. So she said in her pattern, if you want to make it big enough to go on a throw pillow, you'll have to do the math and expand it out yourself. Well, I don't know about some of you, but I freak out when I hear you'll have to do the math. I'm not a math kind of gal, but it turns out it's very simple. It's a very simple process. When you're doing this is just basically a circular pattern of double crochets, just like you would do with the start of a hat or a pot holder. And so in a round, you do 2 double crochets in one, and then 1 double crochet, and then 2 double crochets. The next row you do 2 double crochets in one, 2 in the next stitch, in that pattern. And the next row you do 2 double crochets in one, and then 3 individual double crochets. So that's what the pattern is. And so I easily could do the math on that and expand it out to 9 rows. And then as you can see here, these petals, you just keep adding more treble crochets, US terms. You just keep adding more treble crochets to make the petals bigger. So it's very simple math. Don't be afraid of that if you're someone that's, concerned about math. So that is the Never-Ending Flower and the start of my Never-Ending Flower pillow. Like I said, I'll put the link in the description to the free pattern from this gal that has her own crochet blog. And then in a few videos, I will put maybe do a project catch up and show some things I've made in between then. And until then, if you want, if you're interested in trying the Hobby Lobby's Yarn Bee Sugar Wheels, they're pretty good with that 40% off coupon. It was $4.19, which I think is a pretty reasonable price. And I really love these colors. They have very similar color patterns to, the carrot cakes and sweet rolls. 4 or 5 colors. Some of them are all in the same color family like this one, and then other ones are like rainbow or all the mixed colors. So it's a very nice option, and I think it's a nice sturdy yarn. I don't know if they'll like me saying that, but I feel like there's times when you need a sturdy yarn, and this is a sturdy yarn, and I think it will be a great project. So thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments. Don't forget to check the description for the link to the Never-Ending Flower pattern. And until then, happy crafting.